right, ladies and gentlemen, today we have an incentive token update, and finally we are getting some positive developments. So, I will start off by saying my apologies for the audio issues. I'm troubleshooting that right now, and I have a fix for it, but the fix is going to take a little bit of time, so I figure I'll just update everybody before getting it. So, you're probably only hearing me in your right ear right now, so my apologies. But for incentive token, we finally broke above this 157 range that was a range we couldn't necessarily stay above for months, right? Outside of that volatile price right there. But anyways, we've been focusing on this range for a long time now, ever since last week, mapping out this chart. And when we got this $1.28 dip that we talked about, when the big mega hex wallet was selling, we bounced it, couldn't break past it, we couldn't break, got above it, couldn't break, couldn't break, couldn't break, up until really yesterday into today. We finally broke above the $1.57, and not only that, on the micro scale 1 hour chart, we did get a little bit of a resistance tap right here. Right, see that institutional candle there? Price shoots up, comes down, wicks it. We got two taps as a support tap, a support area. So we finally show some micro support, and then we finally got to push up to our $1.70 targeted range. So the fact that we got to $1.70 and we see an immediate bounce back, no shocker. What we want to see now in this price battle is no matter what happens, you would want to see this $1.57 range finally hold as a support. It's been fighting resistance for so long now that if we can get this as a support tap with everything else kind of simultaneously pushing up, at least with Hex and Pulse and everything, and Ethereum too, you want to see this battle kind of fight where we start getting more support structure here. Not too many taps, because the more you tap it, the weaker it becomes. But if you can get some confirmed support and some nice structured waves in this market, you want to see this 170 area get revisited and finally broke, because the moment we get past that and we break this local high of early July, we can start looking up. But as of right now, we can't make those claims just yet the same way you are for things like Pulse and Hex and everything. And then just zooming this thing out to the daily chart. Let's reset this. Looking at the daily chart, although we got past that $1.57 micro range, looking at it on the daily, we're still kind of consolidating. So that's why this $1.70 area here needs to be broken, because when you do zoom it out, like, you have all this previous structure in the past of this range being tested as resistance and support throughout the year or throughout the months. So the fact that you're seeing it tap here again and getting resistance is no shocker. But yeah, sooner rather than later, we want to see incentive token finally get above this range, start working on $1.70 as a support line. And in the meantime, I think the only way we get there is by, on the micro level, looking at the 15-minute chart or even the hour chart, holding this $1.57 as a micro support. If you get $1.57 as a micro support, you can start working on $1.70 as a new macro resistance area broken that can be flipped to support. But the moment you get $1.70 on the macro scale flipped to support, I mean, this thing, you're looking at much higher targets. Now, of course, you're looking at $2 as a new psychological range of resistance and stuff like that. But this whole area where we're just consolidated moving sideways, if this could break to the upside and we do get some support here, it's a much better and easier conversation to have on incentive tokens. So yeah, really all I'm looking at today is just the $1.15 range, or the $1.57 range. And as what we're witnessing right now is you have that resistance tap up here, the impulsive move down. I say this pretty much every video I make. Anytime you get an impulsive move down, you're always going to get a bounce to at least refill half of what that move was. And sure enough, that halfway move is right around $1.70. So I would imagine the price wants to push up another few cents. We get to this range on the micro level for today to pay attention to. And then from there, we're going to see either, one of two things. We get another resistance level, and then we can start working on $1.57 as support. Or if the markets just keep the same momentum they have the past couple days, hopefully, which in a perfect world they would, we just get above this and start working on this micro local high to break. So but yeah, as of right now, to focus on today, we're looking at just refilling this imbalance, and then what happens here if price pushes down. We do have a major targeted area of support to look at, and even $1.63 has a lot of microstructure too. So without throwing too many numbers at you guys, just pay attention to the imbalance being refilled, and keep your eyes on $1.57 on the micro scale and $1.70 on the macro scale as our ranges of focus to really set things off and change the levels in this chart. As it starts to develop, I will keep you guys posted in the Patreon. I'll make this my one free video for the public today. So yeah, if you're not a member, here's a good video for you. But for all the members, once this chart starts to move, I will send you guys an update as soon as we see it, either later today, tomorrow, or whenever it happens. Thank you.